Jupiter in Pisces. So we got Jupiter in the spiritual. Jupiter already is spiritual. Is right at home in Pisces. And so this make you as a Pisces more compassionate, more loving. And so this makes you the one who feel very connected to everything, to people, to some everything. And you feel so connected to people. A person ain't got to say nothing. You understand them. You understand them. You show super psychic. And they say you're the most psychic out of all the water signs. And so with Jupiter and Pisces, this is going to expand your psychic vision. You're super psychic and an empath and compassionate. And so a person ain't got to say nothing. You can feel their vibes. You know their energy. And so you're very supportive, always offering a shoulder to cry. And you're a good listener to people. And you give good, emotional, heartfelt advice to others. And you feel it's a duty to help those who are suffering and who are in pain. So these are the people who you're most likely attracted to. Those who are going through it. Because you're always there. You can empathize with them. So you're a great empath, psychic empath. You're naturally empath. And so just don't let these people drain your energy and be a doormat for these people, because you can be very generous, very giving. And Jupiter in Pisces makes you more giving, more generous. You right at home. You feel very comfortable here because this is one of your planets. And so when we speak of helping others, this is one of your greatest strengths. You like to give, generous. But if you want something back in return, you can get hurt by that. So watch out for that, Pisces. So watch out for that, because you're all about love. You're all about compassion. You're very creative. You're very charismatic, very charming. You're magical, and you represent spirituality. And so you like the master of spirituality. You're the master of feeling life. You're the master of seeing energy. You're the master of feeling energy. You're the master of understanding energy. You're the master of hearing energy. Everything to you is all spiritual, all energy. And this energy is love. This energy is compassion. This energy is the nurturing spirit you have for all of life. The love you have of life. The compassion you have of life. But at the same time, you're a free spirit. You're not like a Cancer where they're more structured, more homebody in the world, where they're more organized. You're more like a free spirit where you just, people don't know how to catch up with you because you're everywhere. Like, it's hard to get in touch with you. You everywhere. So you here, you there. It's like you have no attachment to people, places, and things. So if somebody try to call you, you might be doing this. You might be waiting over here. Then you got something else to do. They might call you one day and might can't find you for a whole week or two. So you are that type of Jupiter and Pisces, because you're always helping somebody, you're always doing something. So watch out for the tendency to be escapist, because pain can leave you to be a escapist, or confrontation can leave you to be escapist. And the way you escape will be through habits, will be through addictions of drugs, sex, alcohol. So watch out for that. And this could be your downfall. You know what I mean? Because when you do it, you got Jupiter there, so you can do it to the screen. You're very imaginative. So your imagination is very strong. And the way you express yourself is in creative ways. You're stylish. You're looking good. So you definitely are one of the most creative of all the signs. And Jupiter would expand that. And so wow. And so you're drawn to the arts. You're drawn to, it's easy for you to communicate your feelings through art more than words, through expression, through artistic expression. And you're connected to nature and to plants and to all energy, even animals naturally. And so you can feel the vibes of nature, of life, of the trees, of the flowers, of the animals, of people, of everything. So you got a sense of oneness in you. And you always tap within yourself. You always go within yourself. It's all about your intuition. You don't really go by no book. It's not about no book. So a lot of Pisces don't do too much reading, like, because you go by your own intuition, and it's on fire. And this is your best teacher because you're good at it. You're naturally a part of it. You're the old soul. So when Jupiter expands that, Jupiter give you the compassion and love for the world. Spread your love everywhere. Spiritual love everywhere. It's universal love. And so with you, it's all about your love and trust was come naturally to you, which is where you feel comfortable. You feel comfortable with the world. You feel comfortable with energy. You feel comfortable around people, even those who suffering and in pain. And that's why you like to help them so much. But you got to watch out for these people because they can deceive you. They can manipulate you. They can take advantage of you and take you and rob you for your money. So watch out for that. And so as you got Jupiter in Pisces, you the imaginative one, the loving one, the healer of souls who's suffering, who going through it. You are the empathic one, a psychic empath. You're the artist. You are the expansive one because you're forever growing, you're forever learning. And you are the universal one. You are the intuitive one, super intuitive, and the idealistic one. And so this is definitely a part of your vibration, your energy, your vibe. And you use your intuition, your superb intuition to get what you want. And you're a good healer. And you deal with the subconscious mind. And so Jupiter expands you where you have no limitation. And so you're very empathic. Where you can tell people through the motion of their face. You can read them. You can tell through their vibes and the tone of their voice, through the way they look. And just by them being in the room or around you, you can feel their energy and you know what is what. Not only that, you clairvoyance too. You can see shapes and objects and symbols. You might see shapes of the sun or shapes of oil. You might see orbs or something floating in the air and stuff like that. And you know how to read it because you're in tune with it. So eventually you're going to learn it if you don't know it. And a lot of Pisces, they don't know. But you who has Jupiter in Pisces, since Jupiter is the teacher, you would know as you grow. So you are pleasure loving and you can get lost in your dream state because you love to dream, you love to visualize, you love to imagine. So you like to stay in your dream world. Sometimes you don't want to come out of that dream world, but you have to. You know what I mean? You have to come out that dream world to come to reality. And that's why meditation is very important. Using crystals and using sage in the air, cleansing your energy field is very important. You make a good numerologist, astrologist, anything that deal with divination, a divinity, anything that deal with spirituality. You make a good therapist, a good psychologist. You make a good musician, a dancer, a great artist. I mean, anything that deal with designing, because you good at being an actor, because you're good at creating characters in your mind, your imagination. So you make a good actor, a good writer, a good performer, or any kind. So anything that deal with creativity, you're super creative. You can do, and Jupiter would expand that. And it's easy for you to guide others to live a better life. It's easy. And it's easy for you to support people through hardships. So that's a good thing about you. And on the downside, you can be oversensitive. You can shut down by having too much energy. So you can be a doormat. You can be the one who inconsistent and not persistent. And you can be superficial due to you not being practical. And just by you taking a simple walk out of nature, you heal yourself. By meditating, you heal yourself. It's like you don't belong here. You got this superior spiritual knowledge, exoteric, until you feel so like alone. But with this knowledge, wow, it's powerful that you have. And so you have visions of all kinds. You dream so much. You have psychic visions. So you're very much psychic, super psychic. Your artistic side will help nourish or feed your soul. So get into creative work, anything that's deal with artistic things. And your artistic side will help you to be more practical because you already know you're spiritual already because it's the energy it carries. It will help you to be more practical because you can forget about the practical world and then this can throw you off balance. You need that practical world. And so being creative can help you get there. Because you can feel other people pain like it's your own. So this makes you an empath. You're definitely not interested in the material world, but you have to be practical in this life. You probably could avoid the spotlight because you're good at working behind the scenes. So you probably rather work behind the scenes than be a center of attention. But you're easygoing, you're very sensitive. And since Jupiter is in you could work in the spotlight. You could be the master healer. You could be in public relations of any kind. When I say master healer, I mean like in the spotlight. You can do these things in the spotlight. This give you the ability to do it in the spotlight. You will most likely know all kind of rituals to cleanse yourself, because you into the spiritual world deep. And you most likely to tap into your psychic abilities, because you got many. Anything that deals with the art of healing, this will be good for you to cope with hidden knowledge, because you makes the most nurturing and kind-hearted sign in the zodiac with Jupiter and Pisces. And so you're the type who knows a person's situation. Everyone pains the situation, because you're the old soul who just knows, you listen, and you understand the person. You can feel it. And how people like to rule over people, you ain't that type. You that type that know that everybody had to come into their own divinity, and you know that everybody's spiritual, and you can't control the spirit. That's what you learn. If you don't learn early in your early years, you learn in your later years that everybody is a spirit or a soul, and that you can't control the soul. So that's a good thing about you. And so you are the philosopher, you are the poet, you are the artist, you are the dreamer, you are the one who creates your reality, and you might stay in your fantasy world. So watch out, like I say, for drugs, for alcohol. Watch out for these habits, and even sexual habits, because you got the high vibration of energy. You can feel it all within you. So the universe always flow through you. So watch out for that. Now, since you are the beautiful soul, the loving soul, the compassionate soul, as I can bring you this light, continue to expand your knowledge and continue to do what you do. Ashe.